Y'all see the title, man. Let's get to it.
Winning the MVP award in today's NBA could be harder than winning a championship, considering how many potential candidates there are. As the trophy has gotten passed around from one non-American to another, the one guy who's been left out has finally said enough. What Luka has done the first 3 games of this season is nothing short of miraculous, and these are definitely...
You was just reacting to my boy Jimmy High Roller. Y'all probably seen it yesterday from this video. This video gonna come out. I react. That's besides the point. Y'all seen it yesterday. That's besides the point. Alright. But yeah, Luka going crazy. He averaging for like 40 right now. Like 10 and 7 or something like that. You're going crazy right now. It's definitely going to drop. The points I'm talking about. I don't know about the assists and rebounds. That might stay the same. No funny shit. But the points, I feel like it might drop a little bit. But I want to see how far it's going to drop. If he can average around 35 still, yeah, that's tough. Very tough. You know, I'm going to make a prediction though. I see him averaging around 33 to 35. We'll just say that. 33 to 35. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's up, though.
Not empty stats that don't help your team win. And it's putting him on a direct path to winning his first NBA MVP. I examined all his buckets and dimes from the first 3 games, and a clear pattern emerged. Something that won't surprise anyone. The vast majority of his scores and assists come from the pick and roll, using his size and strength for the shots and his immense gravity for the passes. Traditionally, Luka has been a below-average three-point shooter, primarily because he employs a two-motion shot where the ball pauses slightly at his set point and disrupts his rhythm. It's why he ends up making a lot of shots that appear rushed, but are only moving closer to the ideal one motion that guys like Steph Curry employ. I kind of felt bad for Xavier Tillman last night, as Luka cold targeted him constantly.
Can we get some real stats breakdown and really, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense because you are supposed to shoot in one motion. It's a one motion. Legs, everything, one motion. It got to be a jumper, like really smooth. Like I said, butter. I know, so I know. You used to get 1,000 shots a day. I said, buddy, I promise you that. That's one thing. I'm doing butter. I think I got a little rope and all that. So yeah, it's supposed to be one motion. But that's crazy that how the stats really back that up though. I'm pretty sure he said something like that. That the shots that are rushed, you know what I'm saying, or he makes more of them. So basically, he got to have some type of stats. I want to see him, basically, I'm trying to say. I want to see him.
Grant Williams sets a solid screen to get Smart off of him, and he does a great job to cut him off to the right, then shuffle to stop Luka from getting into the lane. But Luka hits him with a nice jab step hop where his two-motion shot is easier to manage from 17 feet. At the end of the first half, the Mavs were nursing a 3-point lead, so they go at Tillman again. This switch is too easy, but this is even better defense to stay in front and contest without fouling. But Luka is completely dialed in on his step back so far, scorching from 3 at almost 50% on the season on high volume. The next time down, to prove it wasn't a fluke, they run Spain pick and roll to get Smart off of Luka, but now he's got to contend with the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in Jaren Jackson Jr. Luka catches his feet out of position here on the first crossover, then buckles his knees with a between the legs left to right, then steps back behind the line where Jackson gets all up in his grill, and Luka has to hurry the release with a lot more arc, and it drops perfectly through the net. Here's Spain again with Hardaway Jr. back screening the ball screener's man, but it's contained well, so THJ goes to set another ball screen. With another elite defender on him, he doesn't even try to beat him, sidestepping from 9 feet behind the line, catapulting this thing without any follow-through, and it's a perfect mate to tear the hearts out of the Grizzlies. This might look familiar, but we're also in crunch time when Memphis was making a run to get this thing close. There's the switch. Luka skip dribbles here, which gets Jackson to turn his hips, triggering the step back for 5 feet of space, and another no follow-through splash.
Now,
Also,
we know.
Pay attention to the secret to shooting.
We know.
From deep off the dribble, he floats the ball and then dips it as if it were a catch-and-shoot shot. Unclear why they didn't stick with the attack of Jackson Jr., but they decided to target Zaire Smith by forcing this switch. Perhaps he knew he'd get away with pushing off on the younger player before hitting the little runner. Against Brooklyn, he was doing similar stuff, making sure Ben Simmons had to switch off of him before going to work on the smaller Cam Thomas. He takes the contact, rises up off 1 foot, and then displays beautiful touch on the roll. He doesn't want to go with Mikal Bridges. However, he's just playing a different game out here. He shortens the right foot step slightly. That freezes the defender. Then a quick left foot step gets him even with Finney Smith, and that's all the advantage he needs to 1-2 it on a fadeaway.
Yeah, this, you know what I'm saying? I hope this is not all just breaking down Luka moves. You know, we know Luka is an offensive power, you know? It's just about where his team really ends up. Like, we know Luka gonna do his thing. We know Luka gonna do his thing. It's just about how much his team is competing. If his team is competing very at the top of the league, damn near, that MVP is gonna be real like, yeah. Him and Jokic probably gonna be neck and neck with that joint. If you ask me. You know? So, yeah, bro. Let's see what else is got.
From the baseline. Even when they try to double him on the perimeter, it's too little too late, as the left shoulder contact creates 5 feet of space, but it's the step back that maintains just enough room to get this off into a 2-motion catapult swish that was instrumental in getting them back in a game they ultimately won, thanks to MVP Luka. It's truly remarkable how often something special happens when this guy gets out on the court. And you're going to want to see him live and in person, which is why you must download SeatGeek, the best app to find tickets.
Get your money, get your money, get your
He's
money.
got a new target in Derek Lively II, who's got serious bounce. Lively is the second ball screener to the right, and notice 3 players get sucked into Luka's gravity,
right?
enabling the Statue of Liberty flip for the easy flush. You can see the complete control he has over the game with this high pick and roll. Collins needs to step up to thwart the three-pointer. Luka keeps Sohan on his back with the slightest extension of that right arm, and he might not have made the best decision here. Without a Collins contest, he had an open floater, but then we wouldn't have gotten the climb the ladder dunk.
Facts.
I think Luka is having fun tossing these up and seeing what happens, as the quick step-up screen finds him with a step on his man, forcing Collins into an untenable position. And when I say untenable, I mean dunkable, onable. And to show how much trust Luka has in him already, without even getting the screen, he lofts it up to an area only Lively can get it. And I love how quickly he turns a tough catch into a step in reverse before Collins knew what hit him. What opens up everything for Luka is the very real fear of him waltzing into the lane for layups off of ball screens. Watch how Luka shows the Statue of Liberty lob, causing the defender to glue himself to Lively, and it's an easy layup. The Mavericks like to set the quick step-up screen to his right, and even though he's not quick, he's shifty. Look what the look away and pause does to Doug McDermott, opening up the gates right to the rim where the skinnier Sohan can't do anything about it.
He's looking and there's nobody even over there.
He catches his defender looking to his left at the screen, so he rejects it, and once you're stuck on his side, you're just along for the ride. Watch how he extends the last step to get more space and throw off the defender's timing for the inside hand layup. Keep your eye on the Luka Lively tandem, since it's already so good. Collins doesn't want to get dunked on, so he keeps backing up. Sohan does his best but goes to the pump fake, and it's yet another layup. You need to have a defender who's as big and strong as Luka is.
I already know this, man. All this we know. Luka got 1,000,001 ways to score the basketball, man. It's going to separate it, though, man. It's just where his team is competing at this year, like I said, bro. Because he's been doing this thing. He's been doing this thing, you know. All that's missing is the team success now. And then they got no choice. They got no choice, you know. If y'all enjoyed, you know what to do, man. Make sure you click on the last joint right here. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Click the links in the description. I'm out of here, man. Word.